Hi, I'm Lisa Michelle. I like creating content for new and aspiring entrepreneurs who are ready to start their first online business. So in this video, I want to go over 17 of my favorite Canva tips and tricks, or just really my favorite Canva features. Okay. Now, I'm not sure whether all of these are included in the free plan. I think the majority of them are. So if you have a free plan, just go ahead and try it out. And if you're not able to do it, then you'll know you need to upgrade. But I think most of these you can do. So the first one is the fact that there is a social media calendar. So let's say I had a Facebook post that I wanted to go out sometime next week. And I don't want to pay money for another, service. But I still want to be able to schedule my post to go out. So let's just say this is what I'm scheduling to go out, right? I can go here and either publish to Facebook, or I can look down here at other different social media platforms. So let's say I want to go ahead and schedule it to Pinterest. Click on Pinterest, pick which board you want to put it in, and put your title, your description, the destination website, and then instead of hitting publish now, you would click on the calendar and then select which day and time you want it to go out, and then click on done. It's as simple as that. So if you don't want to spend money on Tailwind, which I think is a great service, but if you don't want to spend money on it and you have a Canva account, you can just go ahead and use Canva. All right. Number 2 would be this feature where you can create a QR code. So a QR code is a graphic just like this that's linked to a URL. So if you scan your smartphone or a tablet over this in camera mode, it would take you directly to whatever website is built into this QR code. So you would just go over here, select QR code, put in your URL here, and then click on generate code. And it's as simple as that. It will create a code. So if you wanted to create a QR code for your blog, you can do that, and then someone can scan it and they'll be taken to your blog. Or if you sell books on Amazon KDP, you can link this to, you can go to Amazon, pull up your book, and then get the URL, copy it and paste it here, so that when you're selling your book, so say this is the inside cover of a book, you could, or in the back of the book, you could put something like this, try, my other amazing books, scan me, and then if they scan these boxes, it'll take them directly to my other books on the platform. So it's a very easy way to direct your current customers to your other books. Okay. The third feature would be and I'm not sure I put these in order. I'm sorry. The third feature, is a photo collage. So all this is a template. All this is a template that has different photos in here, and they have a bunch of different templates, by the way. And they come with the stock photos. All you have to do is just delete the one that's there. You can upload your own picture, I'm assuming. And then go over here and then put in whatever picture you want to put in. And it's as simple as that. So just delete that and then drop it in there. Now they sell these templates or people do sell these templates on Etsy. So you could possibly design your own, or you could maybe offer a service where you can customize it for your customers and they just send you the images and you can go ahead and put it in there. So that's really cool. Okay, the third one is the fact that if you go under elements, so let's say I'm writing a blog on yoga, and I know I'll need different elements related to that. All you have to do is go in, type in yoga, and it'll give you different elements, photos, videos, all related to yoga. All right, so you don't have to, search through all of the different categories. You can just type in the topic that you're interested in. So this is self-care. And then another thing, if you actually see an image or a graphic that you like, let's say I like this candle, you can click on these 3 dots and then click on here where it says see more like this. And then I'll get a whole array of graphics that are kind of look like the last one. So they're all consistent in terms of style. All right. Another thing that I think is pretty cool is this. Okay, so let's go ahead and do yet another design. I'll just do an Instagram story shape. Is that you can use elements to create a unique background, or shapes rather, to create a unique background. So if you go to lines and shapes, you'll see there are a lot of different shapes here. I can click on something like a heart and duplicate it several times, right? And then group them all and duplicate and do it again. Now this doesn't create a seamless background. So if you wanted to sell seamless backgrounds, this is not really the way to do that. But it'll allow you to, I don't want to ungroup that. I don't want to group that. But it just lets you make, a background for just yourself. Okay. So if you wanted hearts, a heart background, but you couldn't find one that was just like that, you could do that. You could change the color of them. You could change it so they're, more transparent. And then you could just create a unique background. So I thought that was kind of cool. All right. Now, the next one, I think we're on number 7, is, I'm just going to delete these, are the gradients. So if you go to background and you see they have gradients here, let's say I selected purple as my background. If I upload or use one of their stock photos, let's see. Okay, I'm going to pick ocean. Let's see what I get. All right, I'll just use this. So let's say I had this photo that I wanted to use. If I go over here and play around with the transparency, it just changes the color of the photo. So you can do something cool with that. Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. And then you can change the color of, of the gradient. So if you didn't want it to be pink and purple, you could change it over here. And then, when you put your image on top, it might look a little bit different. So, but I thought that was really cool. Okay. All right. So that's number 6. Number 7 is the fact that I actually just like the fact that under graphics, if you do see all, rather than having to kind of look for every single thing, there are different categories here. Designed for a cause, that, foliage, zodiac symbols, simple drawn objects. So I like the fact that there are different categories here. So if you need bright leaves, you can look over here. You can pick one of those. And you can customize the color of these. Even, the pictures of the women. You can edit these and change the colors around to match whatever graphic it is you're using. So I thought that was pretty cool. Okay. All right. So number 8 would be the chart. Now, I don't know how many people actually use the charts that are in Canva, but if you did have to create a chart, whether it's for yourself or for work or school, if you have a spreadsheet in Google Docs, all you have to do is just click here and connect it to your Google account, and it'll upload all of your information and populate this chart, which is really cool. And I'm not sure, but I think people do sell different types of templates on Etsy. So if you're good at creating spreadsheets and you want to have an Etsy shop selling something unique or something different, you may want to look into creating spreadsheet templates, or even these types of different types of charts. Because I haven't seen, I don't know who's using this feature, but if that's something that you're interested in doing, this definitely makes it really easy to do. You can even change the colors to match whatever it is you need it for. So if you create charts and you want an easy way to make it look really nice, I would definitely look into trying it on Canva. All right, so that's number 8. Number 9 would be some of the frames that I've seen. I don't know. I just think if you have a food blog or a beauty blog, that some of these frames just really make like an ordinary picture just kind of pop. And if you were going to create like a social media post or a Pinterest pin, I think some of the frames would really help. And all the frames are is just like a placeholder for your image. So when you delete the image, you're left with this, and you just upload whatever image you want, and they're different shapes. So if you create, you know, different products for, I guess, in the teaching niche or in the homeschooling niche, you can do different things with letters. So I have the A frame. So let's say I want to do like an alphabet for a classroom or for a teacher. I could, no, you know what? I need to do it this way. I could just find an animal and then put it in the frame. All right, so that one, yeah, that doesn't work so well, but see, if you want to have a giraffe theme, you could just do all the letters. It may take a while if you want to do the whole alphabet, but you can definitely do a theme that way. And while I'm in the photos, I just wanted to show you something really quick. If you just wanted to have images like this that had a transparent background, instead of having to scroll through them all, if you click here and go to cutouts only and apply the filter, it just shows you images that have a transparent background. And that's for any of the photos and elements. Okay, so that is what number is that? I think that's number 9. Okay, so number 10. Let's say I created this boring text and even more boring text right here. If you go over here to styles, you can just click on the different options here, and it'll just give you different color palettes to choose from. So if you're not sure what looks best or what matches, and you don't have a specific brand color that you need to follow, all you have to do is put in all of you put your graphics here, your text here, everything there. And then when you're almost done, go over here and click on style, and it'll change up your color palette for you. And similarly to that, you can create your text. And if you're not sure which text pairings are best for you, you can just go over here to styles, click on font, and then just go down the line. Okay, and then find the one that you like the best. Sometimes it's hard to figure out which font pairings go best. So you just keep clicking down here and then, you know, pick the one that you want and then go ahead and save it like that. All right, so I think that's number 12. All right. So another feature is if you go over to background, instead of having to scroll down the whole list, if you know you need something in particular, you can just search it here. So if you're looking for pink rose, you just type in pink rose and it'll pop up. Or if you wanted, let's say, blue ocean, you get all the pictures related to ocean for the background. So it just saves time. Instead of having to scroll down through all the pictures, you could just type in the category that you want and it'll pop up that way. Okay. All right, so now mock-up photos. If you need to create mock-up photos for your Etsy shop or for any other platform, you can go to photos and type in tote bag mock-up like I did here. And you'll get all these. So I just picked this one. I just center it here. And then if I go to elements and type in t-shirt design, just to show you, this one here. You can change the color here. So I put spell on you. Okay. So all you have to do is just line it up. So it's in the middle and it looks, relatively natural. And you don't want to have to do it in Photoshop or any other platform. This is an easy way to do a mock-up. And you can put it in your Etsy listing or whatever platform you sell on. And that's simple. Okay. And you can do the same with t-shirt mock-ups too. They have tote bags, but they also have t-shirt mock-ups, mug mock-ups. So that really comes in handy. Now, if you needed to do a background for whatever it was, and you wanted to have maybe a wood background or something like that, if you go to photos and you just type in wood, you'll get all the photos of wood. Okay. If you wanted to have a softer background, you could put in silk. You'll get different colors of silk. And if it just makes a difference, like a softer background. If you wanted to have brick, just type in brick, and then all the brick backgrounds will come up. And again, if you click here for cutouts only and apply, you get all the ones that have a transparent background. So you get mainly Legos and things like that. Okay, so that's really cool. Let's see, another feature is the content planner. So if you go to the home page and click on content planner, you can look and see all the oddball holidays that people celebrate. So if you're selling t-shirts or merch for Amazon merch, or you have t-shirts in your own store and Etsy and you like to follow those kind of weird holidays like hot dog day, a pizza day, donut day, if you go to the content planner, it'll give you some of those days. Now it doesn't really go far out, so you can't really plan ahead. But so far, you have to check for the current month. So if you really wanted to use that, you'd have to check, I guess, on the first of the month to see what days are populated for that particular month, because you can't really plan ahead, So that's one of those things. And then I believe number 17 is a great feature, actually. If you create graphic images or graphic design, you can actually make money selling them on Canva. So all the elements that we saw who were creating these designs, like these, someone created those and they're making money from it. So if you can create graphics like this, things like that, or even the simple sketches, flowers, any of these, you may want to consider becoming a contributor. So on the website on Canva, if you click on Contributor Hub and then go over here to Submission Guidelines, it gives you all the information you need to know about the types of graphics that they do want and the types that they don't want. And you get paid 35% for each one that's sold. And if the graphic that you choose is used by someone who has a subscription, you'll get paid from a pool. They have a royalty pool, and you'll get a percentage of that based on the number of sales. So if you create graphics and you want to make a little bit more passive income, you may want to look into that. And I'm not sure if I mentioned, there's something about the QR code that I wanted to remind you of, and I can't remember it, but if I do, I will put it in the comments. So I hope that's helpful. And if you have any other questions about Canva's features, let me know in the comments, and I'd be happy to go over it, because Canva has so many different features that I didn't even touch on. That is ridiculous. So I'd be happy to do a more thorough tutorial or go over something specific. All right. So that's going to do it for me. But I did want to, before I go, say thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my channel. I really, really, really appreciate that. And even if you haven't subscribed, the fact that you've watched my videos, or if you're watching this one all the way to the end, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And above all else, I hope that it's really helpful. Okay, so until the next video, if you liked the video, if you learned anything new, if you didn't learn anything new and you just liked the video, like it and subscribe to the channel so you'll know every time I upload a new video. And if you know of someone else that could benefit from this, please share it with them as well. Okay, until next time, peace.